A quiet walk down a shaded trail, a thick canopy of trees and shrubbery overhead, and the soft trickle of a nearby stream. If you're in or around the city of Bloomington, odds are you're describing the beautiful and serene ambience of the 9 Mile Creek Watershed District. This creek has a northern and southern branch, which eventually come together.
The two branches join up just upstream of Normandale Lake, and then the creek flows through Normandale Lake and through the city of Bloomington and drains into the Minnesota River.
In 1959, the 9 Mile Creek Watershed District was the first urban district formed in Minnesota. Being surrounded by some of the biggest cities in the state, advocates felt strongly about protecting and preserving the natural landscape.
If you think to 1959, especially the city of Bloomington was going through a lot of growth, a lot of development and expansion, and I think the residents saw the value of 9 Mile Creek, of the water resources in the 9 Mile Creek watershed, and they wanted to see those protected and preserved. At the time there was lots of concern about flooding, and our first purpose as a watershed district was focused on flood protection.
Flooding isn't the only issue for the Watershed District. Pollution is another key concern. There are many parks in Bloomington that meet 9 Mile Creek directly, and in an effort to help the 9 Mile Creek Watershed District preserve this area and reduce pollution, the city has made some significant changes, and this park in particular, Harrison Park, is no exception. In 2008, the city constructed a permeable asphalt parking lot at Harrison Park. The porous asphalt and crushed granite rock base layers were purposely designed to make the lot appear rough-looking, while minimizing runoff to nearby 9 Mile Creek and absorbing 90% of stormwater. Just take a look at city staff testing the lot by dumping hundreds of gallons of water on it, which in turn disappears in seconds. Also, rain gardens were constructed in and around the lot at Harrison Park, designed with native grasses, wildflowers, and shrubs to capture any excess runoff before flowing toward the creek, all while leaving the watershed area as untouched as possible.
It's amazing, especially you get down into Harrison Park in the Central Park area. When you're in that area, it's really hard to believe that you're in such an urbanized area. It's really quite rustic and quite natural.
What many don't know is that the name 9 Mile Creek is misleading. It's actually about 15.5 miles long.
The name actually goes back to the Native American, the indigenous people in the area, and the early European settlers. Old Shakopee Road was known as Old Fort Road, and 9 Mile Creek was, or is, 9 miles from Fort Snelling. And so as a geographical marker, as the European settlers were coming out this way from Fort Snelling, there was a trading post in the area, and 9 Mile Creek was a distance reference for them.
With miles of both paved and unpaved trails, benches, scenic overlooks, and plenty of wildlife, any walker, biker, or hiker can stay occupied. 9 Mile Creek has several access points in Bloomington, including one at Harrison Park, one along 106th Street, and one at Moyer Park.